Well, Hunter Biden's attorney, Abbe Lowell, spoke to my colleague, Alex Wagner, just last week. This is what he had to say about the gun charges and about that plea deal falling apart.
Hunter had a gun for 11 days. It was never loaded. It was never used. There has never been a standalone gun charge like this brought by this office ever, and should they not be. They decided that it made sense to do a diversion because of Hunter's condition at the time, and now they're talking about changing that. What's changed? Not the facts. And if people have paid attention, the only law that's changed has been a court of appeals in the federal system that has called that statute unconstitutional. So then what changed? Not the facts, not the law. But we have seen over the last 6 weeks, the politics have certainly influenced the outcome.
Lisa, what do you think happened here? How did we get here?
I think something else happened, too, which is that the Department of Justice and Hunter Biden's initial team was a little bit too clever by half. They tried to construct a deal where the plea on the tax charges and the pretrial diversion agreement on the gun charges were interdependent. And you're looking at me like, well, why does that matter? Why should we care? They did that because they wanted a judge to make a decision in the future on whether Hunter had violated the agreement so as to insulate it from a future potentially corrupt, potentially highly partisan Department of Justice. They did not want a potential new Trump administration to be in charge of deciding whether Hunter had acted in compliance with that deal. And that is why they constructed this interdependent deal that the judge, Mary Ellen Noreika, in the District of Delaware said, I can't do that. That's problematic for me. And that's really where the deal fell apart.
But how does that happen? That's the question I get, and I'm not a lawyer. So how does that happen? How do you get to the point where a lot of highly paid lawyers, very skilled lawyers, very experienced lawyers bring something to a judge who says, what?
Because I don't think they thought that the judge would question whether she had the authority to do so. And at that hearing, as things were sort of devolving, you'll remember that day our colleague Tom Winter was outside.
That was wild. People who don't remember, that was a wild day.
It was a wild day. But I think they really didn't anticipate that she would see it as a constitutional issue, that she was being asked as a federal district judge to pass on something that she didn't think should rightly be within her jurisdiction. And that, to me, not the prospect of charges on foreign lobbying, is where the whole deal fell apart. So I want to go back to Anthony's point about doing justice, because to me, you've got people like Andrew who are highly experienced saying none of these gun charges would be brought in isolation against any other defendant. Take that separate and apart from the tax charges. I think it might be justice to charge Hunter with those tax charges independent of a deal. But the gun charges really give me pause here, particularly given some of the background exacerbating factors having to do with where his life was and where his addiction was at the time.